Shabbat Shalom. Give honor and praise to Yahuwah. I needed to get this video out. It's 11:13 at night. I've been having technical difficulties all day. Ever since the pictures that were taken on my phone. The veil is coming down, so the demonic forces are lined up at our doors to attack. And I wasn't prepared to see that on the camera, but I have to get this out now. Okay, so in my vision, I seen an 11 with these two dots. I thought it was 11, but I really believe it's two eyes. And it started changing, and it changed into a 0, 7, and then it changed into an 11 again, and then into a 17, into a T. And this has a lot to do with the iPad Go 2 and the alien invasion of the fallen angels. First off, we have this Julian calendar to Gregorian to Hebrew. And so we have Hebrew in the middle. And we have the Gregorian on top and the Julian on the bottom. And so today is July 1st, which is June 18th, but it's also the 18th day of the third month and the ninth month. The third month in the northern hemisphere and the ninth month in the southern hemisphere. It's the 18th. Okay. We have some very extreme high watch days. July 2nd is a high watch day. July 3rd, July 4th, which is June 21st, July 5th, June 22nd, and right before Christmas, I had the dream of the numbers 12, 21, and 22, and a 31, a 13, and a 29. And then on the clock, I was seeing 10, 21, 10, 22, 707, 712, 711, 717. And lately, for the past week and a half straight, I've been seeing 701, 702, 703. Like, literally, like, it's hitting me in the face. Like, I'm thinking time and passed by. It's only been a minute. So, I'm doing a video. So, the reason why I believe these are two eyes, because I actually found them on iPad Code. So, I'm also going to show you why I think it's an 18. Hey, did you guys check out what happened over Florida the past couple of days? Secure Team had showed this on his channel. And you can see the dragon and all the other entities that's with him. You can see how it twirls up. Okay, this was him coming down, and they were sending something up at him, like the government or somebody was shooting something up at him. I thought this was very strange. But this was on Secure Team's page, and this is from iPad Goat on the Twin Towers. You have the same the same entities you see in the smoke that's twirling around. See that? And it has a face. I mean, you clearly can see that. I mean, that the demons, the pit has been opened and the spaceships have been released. So, oh, um, you could see um, definitely entities everywhere. Their tongues out. I mean, you could see this. So the same thing happened at Secure Team. That they showed what happened over Florida 2 days ago. The same thing as where iPad Go is happening right now. It's just there's no building there. So I think it's because there's no building. It's not still coming true. All right. So let me go back from the beginning. All right. This lily has a lot to do with Obama. On his headpiece, he has the lilies. That's right above the pyramid. Those are like flower petals. Those are lilies. Okay. The the lotus flower. That's the lotus flower above his headpiece. Same kind of lotus flower right there, um, by his right knee. I did come across this picture online. Um, how you see all of this. Obama actually in the classroom with a little girl with the same dress on as Lily. Okay. I found this picture online, but she's holding the apple, and Lily represents the woman who's awake. Okay. So I have to show you. There is nobody's seen this, but there is a 7 on the apple. It's clearly a 7 on the apple. Okay. Clarifying that the seventh month, 7. And so she's holding the apple in the eclipse, which marks 7/12. Okay. 7 on the apple. All right. Oops. This is a 7, not an L. Hold on a second. Okay. It's a 7. See how the leaf makes the line over the 7? It's a 7. It's not a 12. So at this time, the apple rolls. So days are passing, which marks 7. Remember, there's a 7 on the apple. Here's a 7 here, and a C. That's a 10. Plus the 7 is a 22. excuse me. The 7 and the 7 is, a 17. Excuse me, sorry. The 7 is 7 and the 4. I mean, in the 3. The 3 is the C. So it's a 17. Stop. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So as you can see in my dream, in my vision, it was two eyes. Okay, I want to show you two eyes on Obama's sweat of his eyebrow. As you can see, there's the eye that's at the top. There's an eye. There's an eye. There's a 7, right? Okay. 718. How do I know it's an 18? Let me show you. A 9 is an eye. Even when you do it the other way, a 9 is still an eye. So, a 9 is an eye. So, you have you have 18, but you also have an 11 the day before the eclipse. 7, 7/11, the day before the eclipse. It's a big false flag day. They say even tomorrow is a 7/11. And Donald Trump kept talking about a 7/11 event. And it's funny that he has a lotus flower on his nose, like kind of like his, I don't know, like on his nose. It's closed. It's a lotus flower. You see, this is the flower. It's the flower. So, see, I have the T. And on the chalkboard, there's a T. And a T stands for, I believe it's a 2. Yeah, a 2. And even on this one, it's a 20, which is still a 2 if you simplify it. So a 2. This is crazy. Okay, so let's break this down. Lily is a 22. All right. The apple is a 23. All right. Then you have the lotus, which is in a 15. Draco, 22. It's a lot of numbers because, see, they use the Pacific name Draco. They didn't say dragon, they used the name Draco. So, in my dream that I had around Christmas time last year, it said it was 21 or 22. The next day, Donald Trump came on TV. There was a green box with a 23. It's crazy that apples are green. Lily wore a rose in her hair, and a rose is a 21. Mary was given a rose the day before Yeshua and her were brutally murdered. He gave her a rose, and she was called the orange rose of the lilies. And Mary Magdalene Day is 7/22. Okay? 10 days after the eclipse. So seed is 15. And Obama's sweating 7/31. And the China's lotus flower month is July. Everybody was talking about June. We haven't even finished July and August. Alright guys. It's gonna be hard for me to upload this video because it's already 15 minutes long. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my son to go to McDonald's and upload this video because I don't have Wi-Fi. So July 4th is June 21st. High watch day, guys. Zerubbabel, the 24th day of the 9th month, which we're in the 3rd month, but the 3rd month is synced with they're in the 9th month in the southern hemisphere. We're in the northern hemisphere, but they're in their 9th month. Alright, this is the 24th day. Just happens to be July 7th, 7/7. Okay? Now, you know that Obama gets to sweating He gets to sweating. I don't know where these bugs is coming from, but I hate bugs. Ugh.
Mom, you got one.
I mean, goodness gracious. Anyways, so in the drop, there's a 7. If you look inside the drop, there's a 3 and a 1. There's a 3 inside this drop. 7/31. 7/31 is here, which is really July 18th. Alright? Because right after that, he drops this one, which is July 18th. 7 and 8, which is, a 9, which is 18. 7, 18. You know, it definitely matches up. And also, 18, 19, 20 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 also is a 25. And as you can see, it's over his nose where the lotus flower is. How do you know? I know that's a lotus flower because I got plenty pictures of lotus flowers. Look at lotus when it's closed up. Looks just like the same thing on his nose. I told people at the last blood moon that we had back in January, I said, I don't know if this blood moon, January 31st, or the next one. I said, but one of these blood moons is about to jump off the apocalypse, and this is no joke. This is no joke. You have an 11 and a 12 in the snow. Either a 12 or a 3 in the snow. See, it's a lot of things that they didn't pick up. Like, there's a 3 right here. A shadow. See? Um,
That's weird.
I don't trust this eclipse that's going to happen on the 12th. Got a lot of stuff going on. And you also see the signature of Azazel in this eclipse. And I'm not really liking it at all. I think something about to jump off. So, when this apple opens up, the lotus flower is in the apple. Okay? So, the 17 is a big mark for us. 7, 11, 17. Okay? These people know that judgment is about to occur. I still don't know what these dots mean that's on the lotus flower. But China's flower for this month is the lotus flower. And the birthday of the Chinese flower is Obama's birthday. But this is a D for Donald on this hat. And then Donald has a 7 and a 5 in his eyebrow, which is a 12, which is reference to a 12. Okay? And there's a 7 on his other eyebrow. And his head spins around and he's dancing. And actually, you can see the 7 here. There's a 7 at the top. So, 7, 12. And then he's dancing weird and he got all this weird crap on his face. If you don't see this, like, so Donald is the puppet. And he's been using the white Donald to trick everybody. So then that's why he turns into the evil Obama. That's why this lady is like, what is really going on? So you know they say JK found some stuff behind the board in his video in reference to what was going on. But you can see an 11 on his finger. It's really weird. And he turns into Obama. You guys, it's like really sickening. Obama thinks it's a joke. Fool you once, fool you twice. You know, I just heard something fly bypass my ear. The freak. Anyways, he has all these sixes in his hair also, which is satanic. So my son noticed a lot of things on these people. He said on this guy right here, well, his leg was a 7 and he had an L on his chest. But I'm still trying to figure out how I had a vision about this T. I can't remember if I seen the N or not, but I know for sure I seen I 7 11 17. My son said it was an F on the wall, and then this O and an X over his mouth. Fox, which spells 666. All of the people are asleep around her. If you look right here on the foot, there's a lot of ones, and it looks to be a T. Find it really, really strange. There's also a mark back here on this guy. I think it's saying 7-11. 1, 1. I think that's a 7. Upside down. So you see on his leg looks like a 1. But my son said his leg is in the shape of an L, but I don't think. See, there's something on the back on this guy back over here who's praying with the satanic crap. You see that? That's how Donald be sitting with his hands like that. So that's 711. Um, and I believe this is the Sturgeon moon, which is August. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not perfect when it comes to this, guys. But this is definitely something here. And this is definitely 731. So, and then you have the Psalms 23. This frozen thing looks like a wave that's covering the school. But it's definitely demonic forces in the smoke that are attacking the building. Okay, there's spaceships in the sky, and there's demonic forces. Just like in what happened in Florida, but except for there was no building that we knew of. And somebody was showing this in the video, and they were saying that this day is today in Europe, 1027. But what I noticed is that 712 was at the bottom, and that's the day of the eclipse. And I noticed that where they have the 10, before it is a 6. 6 and a 1 is a 7. All right? And a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? Around 7/16, but then there's an 8/4, which reminded me of Obama's birthday. So I wanted to see it all the way straight out. The numbers don't lie. If it's from the movie The Knowing, 7/12, it's definitely on the paper. And I don't like it. And it's at the end of the paper. 7/17. Where's my paper at? 7/17. All right. This is no joke. People really need to repent because these things are here, and there's only the veil is so thin. And then on TV, they announced Obama, the real Messiah, on TV on Fox News, and Fox stands for 666. All right. Like, I don't like it. I don't like what's going on. Flight. There was a incident with the flight, JetBlue, that left out of New York and was going to Los Angeles. They said that it was a terrorist attack. It was a real terrorist attack thing. Well, I've broken down the word flight, and it's a 35. And then the flight number was 1623, which is a 12. 35 minus 12 is 23. That's the number that Donald Trump had on that box. LA is 31. JetBlue. A jet was an 8. Blue 13. Possible day 8/13. Add 8 and 13 together is a 21. Remember, I had a 21, a 12, a 21, a 22, and a dream I had right before Christmas. So you have a 12, 23, which was on Donald Trump's box, a 21, all from this. You guys, we're definitely being let know something. Okay, so we knew that it could be possible ways. So I really believe that something's going to jump off this week. You guys really have to stay in prayer and have everything ready that you guys need when the power goes off, because the ships will make the powers go off. The ships are going to do it. They have something on the ships that makes the power go off. So the I, and the 7, which is 979 or 718, okay, which equals a 25 or a 718. 718 is a, and it says Obama starts sweating 731. So Obama's not going to have a good birthday because Mary Magdalene is not going to eat that apple. And they're not going to force me. So Noah's reign started June 2nd, the second month, the 17th day. And the end of it would be July 12th. But there also was extra days. Remember, the waters will rain, abated over the earth 150 days, plus um, all of the weeks that it took for the raven and the dove to get lamb. This is really, really a significant day because it's June 29th on the Julian calendar, but July 12th here. And it's the 29th day, which there's a Bible verse saying that they suffered the eclipse. And guys, I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry for this. But I have to show you these things about the lotus so you guys can believe me. Okay. They have festivals going on, right? Lotus festivals are all the way until August. Okay? And it says that the festival was originally named the Day of the Lotus. The first two festivals were one-day affairs, which approximately 15,000 people, due to the success of the festival, expanded to a two-day event. And this the 38th Lotus Festival will be held Saturday, July 14, 2018. Well, an 8 plus a 3 is an 11. So, and then 751 Echo Street, that's a 13. So I'm paying attention to everything, right? So people seeking volunteers, Lotus and Water Lily Festival on the 21st in Washington, D.C. Okay. The Hindu goddess Lakshmi, some pagan god, emerged from the lotus, which sprang from Vishnu's forehead. Okay. And you see that Obama, whoever you want to call him, has that lotus flower that's on his forehead between his nose. Okay. This comes out of this book, because I was trying to find stuff about the lotus, and this devil who wrote this book said that he was born with the lotus feet of ascension, the prophecy of the lotus tree in the seventh heaven. He said that they're the children of the thunderstorm. And I don't like this because, okay, now it says, let me see if I can turn this to the side, guys. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. So I want to show you this because I've been doing a lot of studying, and you guys need to know this. It says, while I was in the Kaaba, reclining in the sacred stone, Gabriel came to me. He opened my breast, and he took out my heart and washed it in a golden basin full of water of faith, and then restored it into its place. Afterwards, a white beast was brought to me, less than a mule and larger than an ass, called Al-Barak. It's telling you that Barak is a white man. He's telling you right here that Barak is a white man. He's a white beast. I'm just trying to tell y'all what I already know, that Donald Trump is taking melanin shots. Obama taking melanin shots. Less than a mule, larger than an ass. He called him a white beast. Afterwards, a white beast was brought to me. Less than a mule, larger than an ass, called Al-Barak. In parentheses says the lightning. So swift that he could finish his course in a twinkling of an eye. He could finish his course. Let's go back. He could finish his course. He could finish his course. So, this is Obama. This is Obama finishing his course. He has his graduation cap on. He's fooled everybody. This is no joke, guys. This is very sick. And I take this stuff very serious. The great lengths that he has went through to trick people. He's went through great lengths to trick the people. And so let's go back to this. This beast. So swift that he could finish his course in the twinkling of an eye. In the first heaven, Mahomet declares that he met in discourse with Adam. In the second, with John the Baptist and Isa. In the third, with the patriarch Joseph. In the fourth, with Edris or Enoch. In the fifth, with Aaron. In the sixth, with Moses. In the seventh, with Abraham. Thence he was carried up to Cedric, the lotus tree, whence were the sources of the four rivers of paradise. At last he came to the throne of God and the conclusion of his extraordinary. So this lotus tree, they want you to eat the lotus inside the flower because they're trying to mimic the lotus tree that is in the heavens, basically. The lotus tree that's at the holy mountain, the whatever tree. They want you to eat the tree here. They want you guys to take part in the fruit and to sin. The lotus tree is mentioned in the Homer's Odyssey as a bearing fruit that caused a pleasant drowsiness. Okay? So I don't like this for the fact that this is about the Odyssey. The people said that the plant lotus caused anyone to eat the flower or seeds to forget who he was, and his only interest was to eat more of the plants. The lotus plant is so powerful until Odysseus had to force his crew back on the ship. They longed to eat more of the lotus plant. This man said he lost 6 people on each ship. And this man said that in Greek mythology, it says the lotus eaters, also referred to the Lotophagi or the Lotophaguses, I don't probably not pronouncing this right, were a race of people living on an island dominated by lotus plants. So now, Lotophagi, lotus eaters. In Homeric legend, a friendly people who ate of the lotus tree. When the Odysseus on his wanderings arrived in their lands, his companions ate the fruits, which made them forget their friends and their homes and lost all their desire to return to their native lands. Their only wish was to live in idleness. I want to go home. I don't want to forget my land, you know. And this has a lot to do with rebirth of the dead. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Lotus tree, a majestic tree of strange, twisted bark, has a countless pale fruits and intensely pleasant scent. Bro, this is not good. Look at this. You see the lotus flower with the damn dragon. The lotus flower in the middle of the dragon. This is no joke. Y'all lives is in danger. And I don't think y'all know how in danger y'all lives is. Trying to think if there's something else that I forgot to mention. If I did, I would make another video. Oh, there are 3 eclipses in 33 days. Obama thinks this is funny. It's not. You don't want to be like one of the other kids. I can tell you this is about to happen. The ancient Egyptians believed that Sirius to be the spirit goddess of Isis. Whatever they're about to do is about to happen. 723. The box that Donald Trump had a 23 on it. Shabbat Shalom. This is me trying to give you guys information on what's happening. Please protect your family.